Stretching now. Take your shoulder blades back, close together. Bring your palms to the front of the room. Lift the chest. Inhale fully. And we're going to be rolling shoulders a little differently today. Exhale, bring the shoulders forward. Take your palms to the back of the room. Bend your knees a bit so you're angling the spine, and let your arms just hang for a moment. And then we'll lift one shoulder and let it drop fully. Do it slowly, always. We don't want to hurt ourselves. So early morning muscles may need a little bit of extra attention. Let yourself feel what's going on rather than just pushing yourself into anything. Go back and forth. And letting them just hang again. Move more quickly if you like the baboon. And now inhale, straighten the legs, straighten back to standing with palms forward and shoulder blades back close together. Hold this for a little bit. Feel feet, feel breath. I always say that in yoga. You may as well do it now. And again, round forward, palms to the back of the room. Bend the knees, take the tailbone back so you're angled forward a little bit and go up and down with those shoulders. And now come back standing, feet together unless that's wrong for you. Take the arms up overhead and bring your palms together, elbows straight as possible. Inhaling fully, we go side to side. Take your hips one direction, hands the other, come over, stretching the side. Inhale back to center and exhale other way. And let's do it a second time. Inhaling at center, exhale, stretch the side, hands one way, hips the other. Inhale, come back. Exhale, again, other side. Inhaling, come back, lower the arms, and let's work a little bit on standing balance. It's always good to have that acuity in the brain. Let's have one leg be center of balance, my left leg in this case, and exhale, bring the other foot out in front, point the toe. Inhale, take the leg around and back behind. I'm going to move so you can see the side view. Exhale, foot forward. Inhale, semicircle. How big of a circle you make, how quickly you move, that's your choice. And always go to a wall, go to a desk, anything that helps you have that stability. Building the sense of balance in any case is something to work on regularly, because otherwise it kind of goes away. So inhale back, exhale forward. Finish what you're on or do one more. And now that foot comes onto the floor, lifting the other leg. Again, have that be your center of balance and take the other leg out in front. Inhale, semicircle back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. And keep going again, your own rate, what works for you. Whatever I tell you to do, there may be some modification that works better for you. We're going to find out if that's what's needed. And I will be giving options to work harder if you have that inclination. All right, again, a couple more perhaps. And now, facing the side of your mat, take your feet wide. Inhale, arms up overhead. You may want a pillow or a block or something to place your hands on if it's difficult to come all the way down to the floor with spine straight. Hands out in front, heels at the back edge of the mat. Look forward and just notice what you're feeling. Move the hips a little side to side. Feel where that's working. Do it slowly. Inhale fully. And now exhale, drop the head fully. Elbows bend down towards center. Hang and breathe. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, walk the hands off towards your left foot. Press the hands firmly into the floor. Don't worry about how far you go. Just have that weight balanced. And feel your right foot too. Again, keep the hips the same height. Inhale, come to center, and exhale, go far right, pressing down. And inhale, come to center, right hand under the throat. Exhale fully and inhale, lift that left shoulder, opening up to the side, left arm in the air if you choose. On another inhale, see if you can find that edge. And then exhale, come down, switching hands. Left or right has been, lift the right shoulder. Inhale to open up. Tendency is for the left hip to have dropped here. Take it back, open up. Exhale, come down. Bend your knees. Hands to either hip. Round up to standing. And with your knees bent, walk those feet in. Or hop. Let's come now onto our back to begin Pilates discipline. And we'll start with the 100 standard warm-up. Bringing the knees straight up and down and chins parallel to the mat. Thinking of basic principles, you inhale nose, exhale mouth. You draw the navel in and up to the back of the spine to stretch those lower abdominals. You want to have your low back a bit off the mat for most exercises. That is depending on how your back works. If in this exercise you want your leg down to 45 degrees, do so now. Inhale nose. Exhale mouth. Lift the head up, chin to chest. Begin pumping the arms. Inhale 5 pumps. 5 quick inhales through the nose and then exhale mouth 5 times. Inhaling for 5. Exhale mouth. And we do this 10 times, hence it's called 100. Now, if the head is lifted and you're looking at the ceiling, you might be much better off resting the head on the mat or on a block or on a pillow. We're not here for neck strain. The whole point of lifting the head is to stretch the spine and focus on breath. Exhale mouth. Two more repetitions. And again, when you're done, let's rest the head and draw the knees in. Hug, grabbing behind the thighs or at the shins. Hug those thighs in closely to the chest. And again, notice what you're feeling. Maybe you want to move the shoulders a little bit. Maybe you want to move the knees a little side to side. We're going to go next to the clock, which is about the angle of the sacrum. So bring your feet close to the glutes and come out on that tailbone, extending out as far as you can so there is space under the low back. Maybe take your hand under there to feel it. This is called the 6 o'clock position. Inhale fully. And exhale mouth to roll to the point where your low back is entirely flat to the mat. And this is called 12 o'clock. And now inhale, roll back out onto the tailbone, lifting the low back off the mat. We're going to do that a second time. Inhaling fully. Exhale mouth. Roll the hips forward, lower back flat. And then inhale, come back to 6 o'clock. We're now going to go on to our left hip. Inhaling fully, exhale. Bring your weight over to the left hip. That's 3 o'clock. And then come to low back flat to the mat. Inhaling here. Exhale, go off to your right hip. That would be 9 o'clock. And again, inhale, come back to low back. Exhaling fully, inhale, come back onto the tailbone, come back to 6 o'clock. Exhale again, go to 12. And inhale, come out onto the right hip. 9 o'clock, and then exhale, come to low back flat. Inhale, come out, 3 o'clock, onto the left hip. Inhale, come back. And last inhale, come back to tailbone. So it's an ab series day. Take your left leg long and straight. Take your left hand to your right knee. Take your right hand outside to the shin. Inhaling nose. Exhale, mouth, lift back up, left leg float. Switch legs on inhale, switch on an inhale. Exhale, mouth switch. Exhale, mouth switch. Again, try to hold that low back with tailbone down. Draw the navel in, extending and stretching the low back, the low abdominal muscles. Focusing on breath, inhaling for 2 switches. And then exhale, mouth for 2. Again, if the head is lifted, chin is forward. And I'm going to mute some people because there's some background noise. So keep going. Inhaling for 2 switches, exhaling for 2 switches. But again, if anybody has questions, please let me know.
I have a quick question. When
Yes?
we're doing these, are we supposed to be at 12 o'clock or 6 o'clock or in between?
Well, you want to try to be at 6 o'clock. That is, you want to have that normal low back curvature in the lumbar.
Okay.
If you can maintain that. Now, if it's a challenge for you, you know, you have to back off a little bit and accept where you are for the day. But try to keep that low back curvature, yes.
Okay, thanks.
Sure. All right, well, I'm not counting too well for this sequence, but I bet you're close to done. Finish the set you're on, inhaling for 2, exhaling for 2, and now we'll draw both knees in towards the chest, grab behind thighs, your chins. Give yourself a good stretch. Again, maybe explore a little bit of stretching. And next we move to the double leg stretch. For this one, hands to the knees and knees out and away from the chest. Inhaling nose, exhale mouth, lift the head up, chin to chest, and now inhale, opening legs and arms out at opposite directions, 45 degrees. Exhale, snow angel arms back as knees come in. Again, think of navel drawn in, tailbone down. Exhale, come back, snow angel arms back. Inhale, open up. Arms and legs come out.
Your audio got a lot quieter.
Head is lifted, chin is far forward, eyes on abdominals. That's trouble. Lower the head. Inhale, open up again. And going back and forth, it's not so easy for me to keep track of count. Inhale, open up. Exhale, come back. I'm going to say we do 2 more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, come back around. And on the last one, as you're capable, we hold it in place. Inhale, open up. Keep breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the head. Draw the knees in. Again, take a moment to stretch and move. So that was double leg. Now we'll do a single straight leg stretch. Left leg long and straight. Right leg up to the ceiling. Grab behind the thigh, or if you're comfortable doing so, reach up to the ankle. Inhaling fully. Exhale, mouth. Lift that head. Left leg floats. Switch legs on an inhale. Switch on inhale. Exhale, mouth switch. Exhale, mouth switch. Again, think of tailbone down as best you can manage. If the head is lifted, chin is far forward. And again, resting the head is fine, as needed. Again, think of those abdominals, navel drawn into the back of the spine. Think of your breath. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Two more repetitions. what you're on. And when done, rest the head and draw the knees in to stretch. Again, feel comfortable moving around a little bit. Last in the ab series, head stays down. If you like, you can interlace hands behind the head. And we start this with our legs straight up at 90 degrees. But remember not to come back to this point. We want to take the legs up at maybe an 80-degree or 75-degree angle so that these abdominals are going to continue to work the whole time. Inhale, nose to lower the legs. Not all the way to the floor. How far down you go is your choice. But when you come back up, come to that angle. Don't let those abdominals rest. Inhale, lower. Exhale, come back. Inhale fully. Exhale, mouth to lift. Keep going. Now, if this hurts the low back, you might want to take your hands under the sacrum so that you can help have that lumbar curve. We're not here to strain anything. Pilates is not about pain. It's about building muscle tone and strength, but not mass. And all the muscles we focus on basically are core muscles. We're moving other things, like we have these arms and legs we move around, but we're not working on them explicitly. It's always how they connect to the body that's important. All right, 2 more of these. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. And last one. Again, coming back up now. Draw the knees into the chest. So next we're going to come onto the side. And I'm going to offer a couple different sequences. The first one is one that I know has been challenging to folks, and I'm going to suggest a different way of doing it. The way I'm going to show right now is the standard way. If you're comfortable doing that, with bring your legs forward at an angle, lift them up, bring them forward about a foot, and the bottom arm is down in front, and you use that arm to press and lift. So if you know this sequence, keep going. Try to keep that top hip from rolling backwards. If this is too much for you, here's another way of doing a modification. That is with bottom arm straight and top arm down in front, and just lift the legs alone. Exhale to lift. Right, so inhale to lift, exhale to lower, keeping the ankles together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lower. So wherever you are, let's do 2 more of these. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. And now let's move on to another. Bend your knees. Take your bottom elbow under the shoulder. And you can have your top hand down in front if you want, or in the air if you like. You want to have your feet behind you, straight line from shoulder to knees. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, come down with control. Inhale, rise. Slowly lower. And again. Exhale, mouth as you lower. Inhale, nose, come up. Slowly, with control, come back down. We're going to do 2 more of these. Inhale, rise. Exhale to lower. And again, come up. Slowly lowering down. Let's come now around to the other side. However you want to get there is your choice. So again, 2 versions for the first sequence. You can either begin with how I have been having everybody do it, with the bottom arm down in front. Lift those legs up, bring them forward about a foot, and you press that bottom arm to help lift the torso as you lift the legs up. So keep going if that's fine for you. Otherwise, the other option is to have bottom arm straight and top hand down in front, focusing on lifting just the legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Try to keep the hips stacked. Top hip stays over the bottom hip. Don't let it roll back. Come up again. Exhale, come down. Let's do one more of these together. Exhale, press, lift up. Inhale to lower. All right, so the next in sequence is elbow under shoulder. Come up. Take your legs back. Bend your knees. Have your knees in alignment straight from shoulders through hips to your knees. And inhale, lift those hips. Exhale, slowly lower. You can use that top arm down on the mat if that's useful to help. Stability is always what we're seeking in Pilates. Exhale to lower. And it's always about control, keeping the rest of the body stable as we move. 3 more of these. Inhale, lift up. Slowly lower. Come again. And down. Inhale, lift up. Maybe you can go higher. Slowly lower. All right, let's come on to the back. And I'm going to be reintroducing a sequence that we haven't done for a while. It's not for everybody, particularly if you're new at this. If you're not familiar with the full roll over, actually some call it the jackknife, then you can work first of all with the modification, which is what I'm going to show right now, which is lying flat, legs straight up in the air. Inhaling fully. On an exhale, press the arms down, lift the hips up, and then slowly lower them back to the mat. So again, start with tailbone down, press, exhale, mouth, lift up, inhale to slowly lower. You start the same way in the full roll over. Exhale, press to lift, and then legs overhead. And obviously I need to move. My studio here is a little restricted. So again, that's press, lift up, legs come over parallel to the mat. Inhale, legs wide. Slowly exhale, lower that back to the mat. Once the tailbone is back down, inhale, feet together. Exhale, press up, come over. Inhale, wide, slowly lower. So do what works for you. Don't try stuff that's potentially going to hurt you. Everybody's different. Slowly roll. So wherever you go, you want to feel a firm foundation underneath. Down with control. Let's do 2 more of these. Either pressing to lift the hips up and slowly lower, or press to lift up and come over parallel to the mat and come down one last time. Let's hug those thighs in. Maybe move the knees a little side to side. Let's take this time to do our big stretch. So lying flat with feet wide on either side of the mat. Take your knees as wide as you can towards the ceiling. And then angle those legs inward, bringing the knees close together. See if they can come down and touch. And then inhale, bring them back up. Lowering now just your right knee. Take it down towards center. Left knee stays towards the ceiling. Take that right knee down and towards center. Stretch it out. Inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, left knee down. Stretch it out. Inhale, come back. Again, we're going to lower the right knee. Down and out. Inhale back. Left knee down, stretch it out. And now coming back up, bring your feet closer together, move the knees synchronously side to side like the windshield wiper. All right. So let's come around now with elbows under shoulders, knees bent to start with. I'm going to turn around this way. It's time for corkscrew. So keep ankles and knees together as you lift those feet up. Small circles here. Inhale fully. Exhale. Draw a volleyball-sized circle with both legs together. Inhale at the top. Exhale, mount. Draw that circle going the other way. Inhale at the top. Keep going. 2 directions count as 1. And we want to do 10 of these if possible. Now, again, we're not here to strain. We're not here to break anything. If something feels wrong, rest for a moment, stretch what needs to be stretched. Ask questions if you have them. By my count, we have 6 more of these to do. Inhale at the top. Exhale, mouth, draw that circle. Should be finishing up. Finish the one you're on or do one more. And when done, again, come to your back and draw the knees in. Feel the stretch. Catch your breath if need be. We're going to do the isometrics next, which is starting with thighs straight up and down, shins parallel to the mat. Again, think about that lower back. Keep it off the mat if you can. Hands to the knees. Inhale to pull on the knees, but don't let the thighs move. Exhale, press those knees again, but you're not going anywhere. Draw the navel into the back of the spine. Feel those muscles work. Inhale to pull on the knees, and exhale to press. It's funny how you're not going anywhere, but this is actually pretty significant stress on core muscles to keep the thighs in place. Then think of breath. Inhale nose as you pull. Exhale mouth as you press. Three more repetitions. And then hands to the side, lower the feet back to the mat, and let's go forward. Coming again now onto our side. It's a tap day. So bottom arm can be flat out, head resting, or elbow bent in front, head in hand it is. Lift the legs up, bring them forward about a foot as we did earlier, so that at an angle from the torso. And now inhale, top leg hip height. Exhale, come forward and tap that floor a couple of times. Inhale, nose, take that leg up and back. Exhale to tap behind. Inhale, lift that leg hip height, no higher, and then come forward. Exhale to tap. Inhale, lift that leg, come back behind, and tap behind. Now, how quickly you go and how far you go with that leg is your choice. It's always about control, which means your focus is to keep the hips from rolling. That is, when you take the leg back, don't open the hip, keep it forward. And the shoulders want to go the opposite way from the leg. Keep that from happening too. So again, slow it down, don't go so far, so that you can keep that stability in the core. Navel drawn in here too. Inhale, nose, lift and move. Exhale, mouth tap. 3 more of these. And finish what you're on or do one more. And done. Rest that top leg briefly on the bottom one. And we're next going to be lifting that top leg. You want to keep knees and toes all facing the same way. On an inhale, bring that top leg forward towards the hips and then take it up straight over the bottom leg. Exhale, mouth, lower that leg down with control. Inhale, take the leg in and up. Exhale, slowly lower. Try not to open the hip when you lift that leg. That is, keep the top hip forward, just like knees and toes, all facing the same way. Inhale, come in, come up. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, in and up. Down with control. Go again. Slowly lower. And I think we got 3 more to go. Inhale, come in, come up. Slowly lower. On your next one, see if you can go higher. Inhale in, come up, and slowly come down. The last one we're going to hold in place. Inhale, lift that leg up. Keep breathing. And now very slowly lower that leg 2 inches a second. Slowly. Keep it over the bottom leg. Keep the angle the same way. Slowly, getting closer. Almost there. All right, now coming down, come around for the other side. Again, starting with the tap sequence. Bottom arm flat out, or elbow bent head in hand. Top hand down in front, lift the legs, bring them forward about a foot. Or you can have them move the top hand higher if you like. Inhale, leg hip height. Exhale, come forward, tap the floor a couple times. Inhale, nose, take the leg back behind. Exhale, mouth, tap behind you. Inhale to lift and move. Exhale to tap. And again, to focus the stability of the rest of the torso, that is from hips through shoulders. Nobody should be moving those things. Just the leg and the hip socket is moving. And the rest of the body is focused on stability. And again, we have 3 more of these. Finish what you're on. And resting that top leg briefly. Preparing now for the leg lift. And now on an inhale, draw that top foot in along the bottom leg, take it up high, angle the toes and knees, all the same direction, slowly lower that leg. Inhale, nose, bring it in and up. Exhale, mouth, come down with control. Again, navel is drawn in. You want that muscle stretched as much as you can, anytime you can, slowly lower. Inhale in and up, don't let that top hip roll backwards. And come down. Go again. And again. I think we have 3 more to go. Inhale, come in and up. Exhale, slowly lower. See if you can go higher the next time. Inhale, come in, come up, up. Exhale, come down. And last one, we're going to hold it up there. Inhale, in and up. Keep breathing. And now very slowly, 2 inches a second. Bring that leg down. I guess I should say the point of measurement would be the foot, not the thigh. You'll come down much faster if you're focused on the thigh. Anyhow, slowly lower. Getting close. All right, come all the way down, and now let's come around onto the belly. Taking your hands under your shoulders, press up, hands and knees, and now sit back in the extended child posture for a moment. That is, sit back on the heels, forehead resting. Now, if it's difficult to have the knees together, having the knees wide will allow you to rest your head, at least more easily. If this is still a challenge, if it's difficult to rest the head, then come up to what's called a puppy posture, thighs straight up and down, and walk hands forward and lower the shoulders from here. All right. So coming up now, hands and knees. Let's do the cat-cow sequence. Hands under shoulders, knees hip width apart. Inhale to lift the head and let the spine drop. Shoulder blades close together. On your exhale, take it the other way. Lift the top part of the hips. Drop the head fully, chin the chest. Full exhale in the cat posture. Stretch that spine. When you're ready for inhale, come back to cow. Go back and forth a couple more times with your breath. Exhale to round. Inhale, come back. And one more of these. Coming back now. Walk the knees back and hands forward to come onto the belly. Hands are on top of each other, and you rest the forehead on the hands. On an exhale, bend your right knee. On the inhale, lift that right thigh and straighten the leg and then slowly lower it back down. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, lift the thigh, straighten the leg, slowly lower. And now the two together. Exhale, bend both knees. Inhale, lift both thighs, straighten, and come down with control. Go again, right leg, bend the knee. Inhale, lift the thigh. We're not lifting hips here. Slowly, that leg back. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, lift the thigh, keep the hip down, and straighten the leg and lower. When you do the two together, exhale, bend both knees. Inhale, lift both thighs. It's pretty difficult to roll those hips up, slowly lower. Keep going at your own rate, right leg and left leg, and then the two together. As best it works for you. Go at the rate that works. Keep that navel drawn in, lifting the belly off the thigh, off the floor. Let's do 2 more repetitions. Right leg, left leg, and the two together. And finish the repetition you're on now. We'll do one more. And now again, placing hands under the shoulders. Press up and find extended child, what works for you. Take a couple deep breaths. Maybe move the hips a little side to side. And now coming up to tabletop. I'm going to turn facing forward for just a second here. So what you want to do here is take one foot off to the side, take the hand on that side out and forward, and then the other leg comes around straight. So you have hand, knee, and foot in alignment, all facing one side of the room. The challenge here is to inhale, lift the straight leg. And exhale, lower with control. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift again. Lower with control. And again. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Lower with control. Inhale, lift. Slowly lower. We've got 2 more of these to go. See if this next one can go higher. Exhale to lower. On the last one, we're going to hold it in the air. Inhale, lift it up. Keep breathing and draw very small circles with that leg. Grapefruit-sized circles with the heel. Go 5 times in one direction and then stop. Do 5 small circles in the other direction. All right, coming down now. Again, find your extended child. Sit back, move around as you need to. Notice that one side feels differently. And now let's come up to the other side. However you want to get there. Again, one knee is going to be angled off to the side. The hand on that side comes out. And the other leg straight. Hand and foot in alignment. Inhale. Lift that straight leg. Slowly lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale down with control. Inhale to lift. Slowly lower. Go again. Inhale, lift. Down with control. Go again. And again. See if you can take that leg higher this next time. And come down. The last one, we hold it up there. Inhale, lift. Keep breathing. Draw those small circles 5 times one way. And 5 the other. And now come seated. Facing forward with legs straight out in front. But we're going to do a bit of a stretch before we go further with our twist today. Bend your knees. Reach your arms under your thighs and hug them into the chest. Take your chin down towards the knees. Take a couple deep breaths, hugging those thighs as closely as you can. And now coming back up. You may want to be seated on a cushion or a block or something, maybe a couple blocks here, because you want to be able to have the chest forward from the hips. That is, if you're angled back like this, you're going to have some issues in the low back that we don't want to have happen. Come forward, chest forward from the hips. Arms out, T formation. Inhale to lift that chest and exhale, rotate one direction. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, mouth, go the other way. Inhale, nose, come back. Now, as you move the chest side to side, you're moving from above the waist. Inhale to center. If you're rotating and you're feeling your heels move or your hips move, try to keep that from happening. Again, the twist is above the waist. Exhale to twist. Inhale to the center. Be tall. Lift the chest. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come back. So again, go at your own rate. Don't let anything hurt. Keep those hips and heels stable. Remember, those hips want to move. Keep that from happening. Let's do a couple more of these. Finish what you're on, or do one more. And lower the arms. Now let's come around again, hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees hip width apart. Inhale to extend your right arm parallel to the mat. Come out in front and take your left leg straight back. Lift it up, parallel to the floor. And find the greatest distance between that left heel and the fingertips. Draw the navel in, feel that stretch. Inhale fully and exhale lower. Left arm and right leg now come parallel. Again, stretch them out as best you can. And exhale, come down. I'm turning to the side for those unfamiliar. Inhale, right arm and left leg. Exhale, come down. Inhale, left arm and right leg. Come parallel. Exhale to lower. Going again now, right arm, left leg. Exhale, come down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, stretch. Exhale to lower. We're going to add to it now. Inhale, right arm, left leg. On your exhale, bring your left knee forward. Right elbow comes down to touch. Inhale, straighten out again. Exhale, lower. Left arm, right leg, stretch it out. Exhale, right knee forward. Inhale, come out. Exhale to lower. One more of these. Right arm, left leg. Exhale, left knee forward. Inhale out. Exhale back. Left arm, right leg, stretch. Right knee forward, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Exhale, come down. And now again, find your extended child. Find any stretch that works for you. Take some deep breath. All right. So coming up now again, hands and knees. Inhale to extend, right arm and left leg parallel to the mat. This time we take the right arm away at an angle. Take your left leg as far left as you can get it, with the toes still facing down towards the floor. Take it out to the side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower. Left arm and right leg parallel. Again, left arm goes away. And right leg as far right as you can get it, keeping the hips facing down. Inhale, bring them back. Exhale, lower. All right. Right arm and left leg again, parallel. This time, we're moving the left leg only. Take it over towards your right. Take it as far right as you can. Take it over the right leg. Inhale to bring it back, and exhale, lower. Left arm, right leg parallel, and right leg goes over the left. Inhale, come back, and exhale, come down. Now we're going to work a little bit on balance. Knees hip width apart. Bring your left hand over where the right has been, and we'll take the left hand around and forward or behind so that your little pinkies touch and thumbs are facing away from each other. Inhale, take it straight, left leg straight and back behind. And then exhale, lift that leg into the air. Exhale, bend the knee and lower that leg. Inhale, right leg straight. And then inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower down. Now we're going to switch which hand is in front, that is, which arm is in front. Bring it up and around and back behind. And again, place that hand where it was. Put the other arm in front. Again, straighten the left leg. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower that knee. Right leg comes back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower that knee. All right. Hands back to neutral. Now let's again extend right arm and left leg parallel to the mat. On your next inhale, rotate. Open that leg to the side. That is toes and knee facing the side of the room. And if you wish, bring that leg forward, toes towards the front. If you did that last part, take the leg back. Everybody inhale, rotate back, and come down. Other side now, left arm, right leg. Inhale, lift that right hip, open to the side. And again, toes forward if you choose. Come back if you did. Inhale, rotate back and come down. And last of the sequence, left leg goes back and straight. Bend the knee. Right hand comes up off the mat. See if you can find hand to foot. If not, keep trying. If you are there, press that foot into the hand, lift the thigh high. Exhale, lower. Now take the right leg back. Bend the knee. Left hand comes around, find that foot. Press, lift up. And exhale, slowly lower. So now again, let's come onto the back. Draw the knees in for a brief stretch. Take some deep breaths. So next we're going to do bridge sequence. There are options here as you wish. Start with feet in close to the glutes. I'm going to lead a standard bridge and then talk about the variations. Tailbone is on the mat to start with. Navel drawn in, of course. Inhale, nose. As you exhale, mouth. Again, roll the hips forward, taking low back flat to the mat. Now keep going. Lift those hips up slowly. Take one vertebrae at a time off the mat. Come up to a point. Straight line from shoulders through to your knees. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, mouth, navel in. Slowly articulate that spine back down to the mat. One vertebrae at a time. Once the low back is flat to the mat, inhale, nose. Come back out onto the tailbone. And exhale, come up again. Standard Pilates, say let's keep going up and down. That's fine. Some people like to stay in the high position or do the figure four. The figure four would mean taking one ankle over to the other knee, bending that knee out, and try to keep the hips stable as you lift up. So you've got one foot on the floor. Exhale, slowly lower, and then switch legs. Other foot to the mat and knee to that, or ankle to that knee. Exhale, lift up. Always inhale at the top, exhale, mouth, navel in as you come down. If you're staying in the high position, the option is to do alternate leg lifts. Keeping the hips in place, exhale to lift one leg, inhale to lower. And exhale, mouth, lift the other. Inhale to come down. Again, go at the rate that works for you. Keeping those hips stable. I'm not there to watch you, so you have to watch yourself. Always Pilates is about control, controlled motion, working core muscle. Should be getting close to done here. We want to move on to another exercise before our teasers. So finish what you're on. Make sure you've done both legs evenly if you've been doing the variation. From the high position, again, exhale one last time. Come down slowly with control. Stretch as you need to. When ready, lying flat. Take your legs straight up to the ceiling. And ankles and knees stay together here as we go side to side, what I call metronome. Inhaling at center, exhale, roll onto your right hip. Keep your shoulders flat as you come over maybe 45 degrees. Inhale, come to center. And then exhale, go left. Inhale, come back. Again, keeping the shoulders flat if you can go farther and want to try. Exhale, go to your right, but keep that left foot with your right one. Come over as far as you reasonably can. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, go to your left. Keeping right foot even with the left. Come over. Inhale, come back. We're going to hold the last in sequence. Inhale at center. Exhale, go right. Stay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale to center. Stay here for an extra breath. And now exhale, go left and hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, come to center. Hug those thighs in. Prepare now for the last in the mat level 1 sequence, which is always teaser. Stretch as you need to when you're ready. From lying flat. Inhaling, arms overhead. As you exhale, head, neck, and shoulders, torso, legs, everything comes up. Arms and legs at 45 degrees. Inhale at the top. Exhale, swing your arms as you lower legs and torso and synchronously. Stretching back out. Inhale fully. Exhale. Come up again. Try not to cheat as I just did. You can always do more if you want to bring arms overhead or lower legs. If you do that, bring them back to 45. Inhale fully. Exhale, slowly lower. Now, if you get to a point where you're spent, rest for a moment and try one more with good form. If you're jerking to come up or flopping down, it's time to do something different. So I like this modification, arms down at the sides, knees bent, feet in close, not that close. On an inhale, you straighten the legs and press the arms. Coming up to this point, shoulders and ankles at same height. Exhale, feet back to the mat, and inhale, head back down. So I had the breath wrong on that. It's exhale to lift up. Inhale, feet back, and head back with control. Again, you want to keep those abdominals working as best you can the whole time with control. And 1 or 2 more at most. Finish what you're on or do 1 more. And when done, you want to stretch, hug those thighs in or any other stretch you know that works for you.